the number womby is...
Ew, that was horrid.
Is 123.
1, 2, 3, eh? So
Oh,
I'm
God,
gonna do
1, 2, 3.
1 plus 2
Oh, fuck.
is 3, minus 3 is 0. So I'm going with 0.
I can't use 0. Try again.
1,
1,
2, 3, 4. Number 4.
Okay. Oh, wow. In 2005, Americans spent 6 billion hours filling in tax forms
Oh, that's a waste of time.
at an estimated cost of 265 billion US dollars.
Wow, all that wasted time is wasted, output. That's such an obscene,
That's disgusting.
horrible, useless.
See, this is the thing I don't get about the
Time wasting.
IRS. The IRS are like, you fill in your tax form.
Yeah.
If you make a mistake when you spend those hours filling in your tax form, we'll have a problem with you because we already know the number, but we're not going to tell you the number.
Indy, they have to make money somehow.
It's so grimy.
They have to make money somehow. But, hey, the world needs to go round, and tax is unfortunately the way the world goes round. And there's that saying, taxation is theft. I agree with that, to a degree. I don't think entirely that it's the truth, but partially, I align with it. Hey, NarendraTheComic!
NONSENSEI!
Yes, and right now, I'm just letting everybody know, because everyone needs to go book your tickets for Avatar: The Way of Water, because something that we found out very quickly was that it was more difficult to get tickets than we initially thought.
It was wild, guys. We were clicking, book. Oh, sorry, ticket's gone.
What?
Clicking, different one. Book, ticket's
What?
gone. Clicking again.
What?
Different viewing, ticket's gone. Clicking, ticket's gone. It happened.
Going through to the next stage and actually booking the tickets, them going, sorry, someone's
gone.
taking them. I said, that's not how this works.
Honestly, the amount of technical difficulty. Sorry, speed is of the essence. Technical difficulties happening at the moment.
Oh,
We're gonna need
no.
to call Wakanda for some help. View Cinema, get your shit together. Oh, we'll be able to get tickets. There are only about 18 showings a day. Some of them 3D, some of them 2D.
They were even less. They were like 12. What are you talking
I
about?
think they were about 18.
No, they were like
total.
6 on the first time we checked, and then they were like 12. And I didn't want to book tickets just in case they wanted to put more showings in, because that way we can get a more prime time for us. And it turns out when we came to actually booking these tickets, eventually, they were all just gone, or getting gone while we were booking them at 1 in the morning. People were awake at 1 in the morning. I understand that we're awake at 1 in the morning. But what are other people doing up at 1 in the morning booking tickets?
Also, they just happened to be booking the tickets across these 41 different showings.
Yeah, so many
right?
showings.
So many showings. 41 different showings. There were like 15 3D and 26 of 2D.
Yeah.
They just happened to be booking the same viewing as us, the same seats as us, every single time.
And it got tedious, honestly. I was about to give up. I said, you know what, maybe we'll just see it on Monday. Because it just seemed an impossible task. It seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but eventually we booked tickets, and it's a very late showing, and we're not leaving the cinema until the next day, quite early into the next day.
Yeah. I would say, guys, do book your tickets online. This is not going to be a walk in and get tickets.
Do not walk in.
No.
You will have atrocious seats, because most of these were fully booked out, if not 80% booked. If you go in and try and just get a ticket, you're not going to be happy looking at that movie.
You're going to be right at the front,
Yeah.
or you are going to be here and your missus is going to be on the other side.
Not nice.
You don't want it.
Not a good time, and people will not be happy with it. So, book your tickets early. I'm surprised that we struggled so much, considering the amount of showings there were,
Yeah.
going from 6 showings to 8 showings, 12 showings, to 40 showings on the day at that one cinema. So, this is going on all over the country, all over the world, which makes me think I'm going to have to up that box office
Bump
number.
it up, are
I'm having to
we?
bump it, because these tickets on opening weekend are getting sold. So opening weekend, I'm saying in the US, it's going to make $190 million.
Oh, I think it's going to make more than that.
More. There've only been about 10 movies that have ever grossed more than 200 million opening weekend. And the first Avatar wasn't one of them.
I think this could make over 200 million in the US opening weekend.
Okay.
This is becoming the event. If people at 1 a.m. on a Thursday night
Yeah.
are trying to book tickets,
Yeah.
people are going to go see this film. And they're going to say, you know what, leading up to Christmas, we don't have time next week. We've got that work thing, we've got that family thing, we're going to have to
it's
go
true.
back home, get on a flight. I need to see it this weekend. I think it's going to be up.
200. So then what do you think about the total box office then?
I don't know what those first numbers were like. First time round for
77 million opening
Oh,
weekend. That's
really?
what it made in the US, yeah. 77.
Oh,
And it made 2.7 in the end.
yeah, oh,
Yeah.
It was and it also did get re-released
No,
last
that's
year sometime.
separate, because now it's a 2.9. It made 2.77
Oh.
on its first run.
That's a wild
So,
number.
so 77 opening, We're saying this one's going to make close to 200. You think more than 200.
I think it could cost
So
200.
what do you think? This is going to make 4 billion overall? Is that what you're saying? If the
think-
opening weekend is double, are you saying it's going to make double?
I think it's going to have a huge opening weekend, and
Right.
it will peter because the huge amount of people are going to see it.
All I'm
opening
asking
weekend.
for is the number.
I
If that
think-
made 77 million opening and then ended up making 2.7 billion,
I think this should be making 3.1 billion.
you think this is going to be the biggest movie of all time then? It's going to supersede the first one?
You know what?
Box office.
I think that there's a chance, right? This is a sort of film you need to see it in the cinema.
Okay.
There is no other method for it. And worldwide, it's also getting a China release.
It is.
Right? And
But
in
China
China-
are just relenting on the lockdowns
Yes,
though.
and because of that, people are going to say,
Yeah,
you know what?
I need to go
Let's
see it.
go to the cinema.
The last time I was free was 2009.
Yeah.
When we weren't locked inside.
Yeah, I need to go to the cinema,
Yeah.
and this is something I can't wait for this.
Yeah.
And because of that, I think it's going to make
3.1
money.
billion, you think?
I think there is a chance.
No, that's not my point. What's your number? I want the
Oh.
number. This needs to be recorded.
You know what? Let's across its run.
Yeah. It might be in for 6 months. It might be in for 3. It might be in for 9. What's your number?
You know what? Let's say it costs 3 billion.
You think it's going to surpass the first one?
Yes.
All right. I'm going with 1.75 billion. So I'm going a much, much more conservative number there because I think you're being very, very optimistic. I think that's extremely high.
I think as we're looking at this, and also it's being very well received
Mm-hmm.
by the previews, by the reviewers. And because of that, I think people are going to say, get your kids, get your grandparents, get your aunts, get your uncles, we're going to go see this. And if it is exceptional, people will see it more than once.
But that's why I'm saying 1.75.
I know.
But you're saying 3.1. Hey, we're all different. We can have our differing opinions. We'll find out as soon as it passes my number if you're correct. I mean, that's pretty much it. And that might be very soon. It might take a long time, might take a little. But yeah, what do you think it's going to make? Do you think it's going to make 2 billion, 1.5, 1.1? I don't know. I'm not sure because Black Panther Wakanda Forever didn't make a lot of money in retrospect, right?
Yeah.
770 million. It might crack 800 million. That's not a lot, considering the first one made 1.3 billion. So I'm thinking this might have a similar type of reception to that box office wise, and there'll be a decrease significantly from the first one.
See, I disagree.
We can disagree. We'll find out at a later date. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, Jake Sully gonna come after you. The man with the plan, with the spear, with the blue, with the fingers and toes more than the real Na'vi, because you know, the avatars that the humans get put in actually have more fingers and toes than the Na'vi. The Na'vi have 4, whereas the human avatars have 5. Didn't know that, did you?
Wow, no, I did not.
Yeah, like, look at that. I looked at the picture when I was uploading something and I went, hang on a second.
There are more fingers and toes.
He has more toes than her. He has more fingers than her. What's going on?
That's funny.
Yeah. Jake Sully, you don't want that. You really don't. Do they want that? No, so just subscribe anyway to avoid that. I've been NarendraTheComic.
I've been NONSENSEI.
She's been NONSENSEI. You've been Grunt. We'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. Been doing it every day for over 1,500 days now. And we ain't stopping until we get to 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Pop back again tomorrow for some more quality shitty content. So hashtag never no hitch. That goes also bring the podcast means nonsense and Punjabi. We also bring that, bring a lot, bring a little, do a lot, do a little, but we do indeed bring the quality shitty content on a daily basis. So see you tomorrow, more of the same, slightly different, but essentially the very same. Once more, see you then. Skadoosh.
I got you! I got you! Take that, you friggin' psycho! I got you!